It's 1988 and you just rolled off the lot in your brand new EFI turbo 4-cylinder manual transmission Toyota 4Runner. Life is good. It's 2025 and you just rolled off the lot in your brand new turbo 4-cylinder manual transmission Toyota 4Runner. Life is good. Wait, what? That's right, the 4Runner is getting a redesign and it's a bit of a throwback. So let's dive into why that is and everything else that's brand new about the 2025 4Runner. Okay, so all we really know for sure is that the new 4Runner is going to be on the TNJF global architecture platform shared with the new Land Cruiser and new Tacoma. I know, not exactly earth-shattering news. But you probably could have guessed that, so let's get into the juicy stuff. Let's get into the rumors.
I love rumors. Facts can be so misleading. Were rumors true or false are often revealing.
For the first time since the 80s, the 4Runner will be getting a turbo 4-cylinder. Yes, for a brief time in the 1980s, the 4Runner got a turbo on the 22RE to boost the very anemic power. This is not surprising news because this engine is being shared with the new Land Cruiser and the new Tacoma. In addition to this, for the first time since the 3rd gen, there might be a manual transmission option. Maybe, we're not sure, but we suspect this because it shares so much with the Tacoma. All this to say, you can really get your 80s vibe going. However, most of us are probably going to opt for the 8-speed automatic, as sitting in LA traffic with the manual transmission is not very fun. Ask me how I know. Hold on, it's getting a what option? Now onto something that really makes this a 2020s vehicle. The 4Runner, for the first time ever, is getting a hybrid option. Now this setup is not about adding fuel economy, it is purely about adding torque and power, similar to the Tundra and Tacomas. But I am sure you're all wondering, what's it gonna look like? Well, the new 4Runner is heavily rumored to look almost identical to the new Tacoma. Not exactly earth-shattering news, especially when you consider the shared history between these two vehicles. And if you can't use your imagination, it'll probably look something like this, or if you have X-ray vision, it will look exactly like this. What's changing on the interior? Well, for starters, all digital gauge clusters. It will have a 8-inch or 14-inch multimedia touchscreen display. It will probably retain physical buttons. However, we're probably losing the stick shift transfer case and going back to some sort of button as you'll see on the new Tacoma, Land Cruiser, GX550. Will the rear window roll down? A big question mark for many folks, including myself, is will it keep the roll down rear window? Yes, I'm pretty sure it will. According to interviews with Mike Swears, Toyota's lead truck engineer, the reason it was 86th on the new Sequoia was almost killed off entirely due to poor sales. So they had to cut costs where they could to keep the vehicle alive. The 4Runner, on the other hand, is one of Toyota's crown jewels. This thing sells well. So yes, they are probably going to absorb the cost and give it a roll down rear window. It's iconic after all. It's been a feature on every 4Runner. And after looking at these spy photos, you can see how deep the rear hatch seems to protrude through the covers. Yes, it's hard to tell, but it looks like the rear window might be back. Built in Japan! The 4Runner is still one of the last North American market vehicles that Toyota makes that's still built in Japan. Will the next 4Runner carry the torch? I'm going to say probably yes. My reason being, with the new Tacoma at full production, both plants in Mexico are operating at capacity, and that's really the only other place it would be built. So that leaves the Japanese factories, where both the new GX and Land Cruiser are being built. The GX and Land Cruiser aren't exactly high volume sellers, so in my opinion, this leaves room for the 4Runner to be produced. So, when can you buy one? It will most likely be similar to the Tacoma's timeline. We are most likely looking at an announcement in the May to June timeframe, first drive event in fall, first models rolling off the line late December into January. If you want one, find a good dealership right now and put in your name. I put in an order for a new Tacoma last May before they were even announced, and I'm still on a waiting list. With all that said, it sure is an exciting time to be a Toyota fanboy. I know I'm excited. If you enjoyed all that, please like and subscribe, and I have more content like this on the horizon.